Here are the most frequent asked questions about the Everest Base Camp Trek. Number 1, do I need to bring cash? Is there an ATM? Do I need to bring dollars? Do I need to bring euros? Well, let me answer you. Bring Nepali rupees, nothing else. You have to withdraw them, my recommendation, in Kathmandu. There are plenty of ATMs around, and calculate enough rupees for you, because up there is no access to any cash. So rather bring more than less. Number 2, some of you ask, is there any internet up on the mountain? Well, there is free Wi-Fi up to Namaste Bazaar. Thereafter you have to pay. It costs you about $3-4 for 24 hours. My recommendation is, when you're in Kathmandu, get a local SIM card. I think it costs you $3-4 and it's valid for whatever you choose, 2 weeks, 4 weeks. That's the best, the cheapest, and you can save a few bucks. So there is internet available. Right on top, it's going to be a bit tricky, but usually somehow you have access, so you can send some pictures back to your loved ones. What's the weather like? Well, this is January, winter time, but it doesn't really matter if you go summer or winter. Up on the mountain, once you hit the 4,000 meter mark, be prepared. It's cold at night time. Ooh, it's cold. Last night when we actually went to the base camp, we had -20. So you have to have a good jacket, gloves, hat, long johns or whatever, different layers. For example, now I'm on 2,800 meters in the sun, 20 degrees. As soon as you go into the shade, 10 degrees. So it's changing constantly. So don't skip on clothes. You will need them further up, believe me. Now this is a special one. Can I take a shower? Well, the answer is basically no. You will be 2 weeks in the dust, in the dirt. So the best thing you can bring, and this is actually the most important thing of all of it, wherever you go trekking worldwide, is baby wipes. No baby wipes, no trekking. Take 2 packs. Believe me, after a long day hiking, you want to refresh yourself. There is actually in our lodge or tea house in Namaste Bazaar, they all advertise you get a hot shower, but forget it. It takes, the water comes out maybe for 1 minute. It's all nonsense. There is no real shower up on the mountain. So baby wipes. Toilet. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the toilets are on the rough side. There is no running water further up. Don't forget toilet paper. Take plenty, because up there you have to buy it for quite an expensive price. Sun protection. So in these 10 days we are hiking, we had not one cloud. The sun is intense. Wear a hat like myself, factor 50. Apply plenty, because the sun is ultra strong here. I saw some people walking up in trainers. Forget that. You need proper boots, like this one for example. You see how dusty? If you go in trainers, all the dust goes into your shoes. It will give you blisters and not very comfortable to walk. Wear proper boots when you do a trip like that. Don't skip. How is the food? Well, the food is, you can have basically everything from pizza to, hello my friend, from pizza to dal bhat, the local lenses and rice, and which I like very much. So everything is available. Take a couple of biscuits with you, maybe on the way up. And so food in all the tea houses, I enjoyed it. So you will not starve. Namaste. Oh. well, costs up on the mountain. You see, they have to carry with yaks, with donkeys and cows and all sorts. Everything has to be carried up the mountain. So up there it's quite expensive. You pay for a beer $6-7. But bear in mind, there is no road here. Everything has to be transported up to the lodges. So don't think you're gonna get a meal for $2 up there, or a drink. Everything costs money. There's a reason for it. Yeah, meanwhile watching the caravan of donkeys, I'll give you another tip. Electrical charge up there. Can you charge your phone, your camera, whatever you have with you? Basically a bit further up to Namaste Bazaar you have access to electricity. Further up you have to pay for it. One power bank charge or one camera charge can cost you $3-4. I recommend you take a big power bank with you so that the whole trip is covered, or some solar panels you can put at the back of the rucksack. Oh, don't fight. Off you go. Must be 100 of them. Namaste. How is the tipping? Porters, if you have porters, if you have a guide, make sure you tip them properly. Usually 10% of what you paid. Then they get some decent money. Don't skip on that, because I tell you one thing, without the porters and the guide, you wouldn't make it. So look after them, they will look after you. How are the tea houses? Well, I tell you, don't expect any luxury. It's very rustic, very basic. So be prepared for that. If you're looking for comfort up there on the mountain, you will not find it. But be happy to have at least a roof over your head. Altitude sickness. During the trek, eat and drink plenty. So that's already a good start. Walk slowly, take your time, acclimatize properly, plan another day in between so you don't have a big headache when you come up to 4,000 or 5,000 meters. Is there any medicine you should take? Well, some people they take Diamox, and for me personally, I would recommend just take some ibuprofen in case of emergency. But of course, as always, speak to your doctor. He or she will give you proper advice on that. What kind of camera should I take? Well, I recommend you take your smartphones. They usually take good pictures these days. I've got a GoPro, I've got another camera. So because you are in one of the most beautiful areas in the world, so take plenty of pictures. And when you walk, when you hike, stop as well. Look around and take a picture. It's unbelievable. And make sure that your memory cards are big enough. Not that you're halfway up the mountain, you have to delete some pictures already. Namaste. These are my personal tips. I did it myself, so I know what I'm talking about. Most important thing is, one thing I can guarantee you is one of the most beautiful things you could ever do. Namaste. Look at that. Namaste. Yeah. More coming. I have to turn around again. Well, that's me. Directly from the Himalayas. Cheerio and all the best with your trek. P.S. If you need any more information or if you want to book this trip, just get in touch. We will help you. We will make sure this will be a once of a lifetime experience for you.